Welcome back to Spyro 2. Today we're going to be finishing up Summer Forest. As for why I hit that button, I have no idea. But
So why is it called Summer Forest?
because it's set in summer. Yeah, the season naming doesn't really work for Summer Forest, but when we get to the second and third worlds, Autumn Plains and Winter Tundra, it's actually way more noticeable.
Alright.
But yes, to unlock the last stage for Summer Forest, you need to talk to them.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I just want to bring attention to that bag. Does it look the same on the PS4 version as well?
Yeah.
Okay, but as far as you know,
It looks awful!
I mean, it's like, it's money bags.
No, the icon of the like gem, it just it looks shitty.
You see this wall?
It's money bags. So who
The
cares?
sparkling beauty of those gems seems to have
Look, if I see a texture that piques my attention, I call it out.
One that's as underused as something like this.
I don't care if it's
Oh my
underused. A shitty texture means that they didn't put enough effort in it,
Oh my
which once
God.
again implies that Activision cared more about Crash than they did for Spyro.
Oh my god. But yeah, basically for this in the second world, you actually have to pay money bags in order to get to the final world which is really annoying. But
I mean, to be fair, at least they give you something to do with the gems you collect.
True.
Like if there's one thing I hate, it's when games have like a not a point system, but if they've got like a currency kind of thing, right? And they don't give you anything to do with the currency. Like it's kind of the biggest problem I have with games like Grand Theft Auto 4, where the amount of money you have is more score than something you can actually do anything with.
yeah, no, that is true. But welcome to
But then in these games, the money or the gems are part of the 100% completionism, and I do appreciate what happens at the end of this game, where
Hunter beats the shit out of money bags.
where Hunter just effectively
Beats
steals the money from money bags
after
and
beating
then
the
sits
shit
on
out
him.
of him.
And I'm like, okay, so why couldn't Hunter sit on me?
God damn it, Edgy. God damn it. Yeah, the gimmick of this world is basically refilling the world with water. It's kind of why I like to say that this is kind of a test of the swimming test. I know it's really stupid to say that, but it's like I kind of feel that.
Right. I do like how the game basically shifts its perspective, so it doesn't have to show the rising of the water, because it's something that for a long time many games struggled with.
Yeah, and they even have to do that on this version, which honestly it's something they did in the original version. So honestly, I don't mind the fact that they don't really show it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've always felt like water is one of the only things that games can still progress in.
Okay. Also, do not jump immediately straight in there. Those sharks are instant kill. But yeah.
Alright, to be fair, in a game like this, it would be logical to think that you can take on the sharks.
True, but just in case if you were stupid enough to. I was stupid enough to, as a kid.
Again, I really wouldn't say it's a matter of stupidity. Just, I mean, to be fair, in any games, you don't get anywhere unless you risk a life here and there to see if
True.
you can get away with that.
That is true. looks
So
at...
it would only be stupid if you go in there a second time. God damn it! Why is he here?
Than you look.
Because we need to be able to get access to this submarine.
Up ahead.
That is just literally just a cutscene, by the way.
For a modest fee.
A submarine.
Yep.
Suit yourself. Just don't go swimming through the tunnel. Those metal sharks are quite indestructible. Hi,
You're
Spyro.
just basically...
A pleasure doing business.
And no,
with
you
Spyro.
cannot outrun the
This
sharks,
submarine
by
is
the way.
100%
You cannot outrun the sharks.
I guarantee it.
Right.
Bad, like I said, it's literally just a cutscene.
So you cannot go like up and down,
Nope.
but you will have to return it because there is gems on the floor.
We will come back here. Back here. We will be coming back here though. Because despite the fact that Moneybag says they are indestructible, there is a thing to kill them with.
Let me guess, Super Flame?
Yes. Super Flame actually works underwater.
You know, you could have saved up on a lot of time if you just played the game on your PS4.
Yeah. But I didn't. So shut up.
No.
Yeah, you basically do a complete and total loop. Because we're basically, you start right under where you get the talisman.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what... Like, this map, right? The whole circle, can you even get anywhere in the circle?
That's the
or
upper
is it
area.
like the...
That's the upper area where the orbs are.
Okay, that's the upper area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never really a fan of 2D maps if there's more if there's more spaces. Like it's really confusing to navigate through, and it gets to a point where sometimes you see something on 2D map and you're like, is it higher? Is it lower?
Yeah, no, it
Like
is
if you're gonna do
higher.
that, then just don't either make sure that the map changes depending on where you are, or just have like a dedicated map in the menu. Something I feel that the Hitman games or the Hitman reboot titles do pretty well, because those you can basically select certain floors on the map, and I feel like that's a pretty neat thing to have.
Yeah, it is.
I should replay those games again. Maybe I could do them for the channel, but the problem is I kind of, if I record them, I kind of want to record them in VR, and at this point my VR setup it's not optimal, to say the very least.
Then record them normally.
Yeah, but I don't want to record them normally. I mean, sure, they look better, and there's probably less jittering going on.
Exactly.
But why else would I have a VR headset?
And there are
That's
there
not,
are all the sharks.
That's not a joke, by the way. I do want to say that I want to... There's a lot of VR stuff that I do want to record. Stuff like Fallout 4 and Arizona Sunshine. Those are two games that come to mind. Those are the only two games that I can currently record that have like a definitive beginning and end. I could do some Beat Saber, but I don't think it would be wise to do games that don't have a like beginning and end.
Yeah.
There's Hitman, as I've previously stated, though.
That
with
has
Hitman,
at least
the problem is-
has at least a little bit of a story though.
Yeah. But yeah, the problem with Hitman and Fallout 4 VR2, I should say, is that you can tell that those games aren't made for VR, and they've kind of sloppily put VR on the platform.
Also, the reason why I stopped at that bunch of seaweed, if you destroy those with Super Flame, that's the skill point.
Alright.
Yeah, in the original PS1 version, I'm not a fan of this area. Like
So what makes it better here?
I think it's because it's not like the background is not a fucking doesn't feel real big voidish. I mean, it still feels like a little bit of a void, but it's like it's less unnerving here than in the PS1 version.
Right.
That spark's pointing to some gems down the bottom, which I do get when I do the other mission, the one that doesn't involve Hunter.
I've been trying to tame my new pet manta ray, but he just won't obey me. Hey, you're just about the right size to ride on his back.
These missions aren't, they're okay, but it's like they kind of are annoying.
So try not to get him dented or scratched up.
I will admit they're decent, but yeah.
You just go through a bunch of rings.
Yeah. And also, yes, I did intentionally go into a wall to show off. It's like, no, that's not a. You don't have. You can bump into stuff. That's why I just went straight into a wall.
Here, take this orb. I found it in one of my flippers.
And you can also guess where the other orb's going to be found too.
To race tamed, I'd love to get him into racing shape. Care to take him through a harder course? Okay, come back whenever you like. Now the command to. Okay.
The harder course isn't really that much harder. Like it's a three.
Yeah, this time instead of 9, we've got
17
circles to go through.
Yeah, we almost doubled. We almost doubled. I don't know why they didn't just go with 18. It's like, why go 17? Just double it.
Well, 17 is a prime number, and I guess this is a prime candidate of tedious missions.
True.
Incredible.
Hang on, is 17 even a prime number?
I could use a partner
Actually,
Yeah, it's a prime number.
Okay.
the orb I found in my other flipper too.
yeah, he finds both orbs in his slippers. And that's the 200 missions for this stage.
Sorry, pal. I don't have.
It's also almost all for Hunter in this world. Because we do have one more thing for Hunter.
Which is?
Speedway.
Ah.
But we'll talk about that when we finish the stage.
6 of my children and have hidden them in the top of each of these numbered towers. I borrowed some explosives to blast.
I want to know where the hell he got the explosives from.
If you can make it to the top of the 6
Like,
numbered
Christ, I
towers,
do.
my children
I really do
will
want to
see
learn. Yeah, this is 4-star. No! This is about as simple and tedious as the both Hunter ones. This should not be a 4-star mission.
Well, that does make me wonder, like, how is the difficulty rated? Like, what do they base the rating on?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's not the first time where I see an easy mission that's considered hard, and it also, like, I've also seen my fair share of semi-impossible missions that are marked with easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
Being
know.
perfectly honest, I do feel like some games should really have no business marking certain missions as easy or difficult.
Yeah.
Because it really gives you a false sense of, like, accomplishment from time to time.
Yeah.
And I've always felt like I've always hated when people go like, "Oh yeah, this is easy," because then it makes you feel bad if you're unable to do it, and
Yeah, they also had
it just happens.
Yeah, they also had crabs to these. I don't know why, because the crabs aren't really that dangerous in these towers. I mean, it's like the lightning grids are way more dangerous. Because yeah, they actually cover the entire the entire circle.
They're not insta-kill, right?
No, oh no, there is nothing that is instant kill in this game except for pits
And sharks.
and sharks. but the sharks are barely used. Like they're just in this stage.
Right. Yeah, I do dislike how because you mentioned that they cover like the whole cylinder, right? The whole circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, don't make it look like that, because if it looks like that, it kind of gives me the implication that if I'm really finicky, I can.
I mean,
if I'm really precise, I can swim through it.
I mean, it is electricity.
That's kind of what it looks like.
It is electricity, though.
Yeah, so then it shouldn't work like, yeah, here's a coil. Like, that implies that it's only effective around that area. Like, it's electricity underwater. That should cover like a whole bigger range.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, this isn't a 4-star mission. This is 3, because it's just kind of really tedious and boring. And luckily, they do send you back to King Flippy once you get the 6th one.
I heard that you're collecting orbs. Please,
Good.
take this one.
How many orbs
64.
does the game have?
64.
64.
And you need...
And the the original game was on the PlayStation 1.
Yes. And
Missed opportunity, Insomniac.
how?
64.
I know, but
And it's on the PlayStation.
I still don't get it. It's like, I know it's about the Nintendo 64, but it's like... And that guy got eaten by a shark.
A metal shark.
Metal Shark player. God, I'm not looking forward to that stage when I do X6. Really am not.
Well, don't worry about it. You'll still need to get through X1, X2, X3, X4, and X5 before you get to X6.
True. But that still doesn't mean I can't dread the stage.
You'll get there when you'll get there, all right?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I know I won't. I've picked up both collections on the PS4, and I still haven't even beaten X2 yet. But that's also because I just don't like the game.
You don't like X2, or you don't like the X series in general?
I don't like Mega Man. I always consider it to be, well, on the overrated side. I know that I'm probably gonna piss off a lot of people by saying that, but
I mean, how...
there's also a lot of hardcore Mega Man fans that piss me off by not shutting up about the franchise and basically just spewing out verbal diarrhea over how great the series is.
Yeah. Basically, the speedways are the exact same as the flight stages. Basically, just fly through all the stuff, or flame, or charge through things. The paths are way more straightforward in 2 and 3 than they are in the first one, though. Like, you could very easily tell what you're going to go after each one. And yes, these boats are very easy to die in.
Nice cut, bro.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Sorry about that. Sorry about the sun cut, folks. I had to go help my mom real quick. But since I crashed, I can go show this.
Welcome to Ocean Speedway. Come back and
Basically, there's one extra orb in all of these missions that will that's only available once the course is completed. And also, explain why I crashed. Yeah, that's why I don't like the fact that they have stuff so close to the fucking water.
Yeah, that does seem pretty annoying.
Yeah, and then I just cut till I completed it. So this is a complete run. Luckily, they don't really do that a whole lot. Like, there's only 2 stages with two of the four of these that actually do do this. And 3 they do have a thing close to Death Zone, but it's way better than this. It's way better than this.
I just kind of wish they would allow you to like jump out of the water. Like the water might as well be lava or like that weird purple junk from the Mario games that's apparently
the dark matter.
Poisonous on touch.
The dark matter.
The purple water that makes you die when you touch it.
The dark matter. Cause that's literally where it started from. From Galaxy.
No, it's in the new Super Mario Brothers game.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Although
Yes.
I remember it being in Wii. I may be wrong, but it could have been on the DS game as well.
Yeah, now that you finish up the thing, you can now do the missions. Some of these go from absolute dog shit to easy.
That's just fine. You can come back.
I don't do this for all of them. I just wanted to show off why I'm not doing the no thank you choice. Yeah, some of these range from absolute dog shit to common easy. This and Ice Speedway have the worst.
In order to win the race, you must fly through all.
Wait, Hunter is the course champion.
Yep. Yeah, all these involve Hunter in some way.
Well, that's pretty neat.
And basically, to complete this, you're just needing to follow the path and just follow them. You're not really racing. And the ring path is complete and utter dog shit. You see what I mean?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's not as easy.
They really should have really play tested these. And I'm not saying, well, okay. This is the type of shit you change in remakes.
How much? I don't think we got to it yet, or we got to it countless times in the in Spyro 1. But did they only change the graphics for the remake?
Yeah, it's just a graphical.
Alongside
It's just
the Sparks ability for every game.
yeah, that's literally just what it is. They don't change a lot of the annoying aspects of this game, but Vicarious Visions will fucking patch out the hot cocoa cheat glitch in Crash 3. Cause fuck you gamers.
Well, I'm just gonna call back to my theory about that being for leaderboards and Activision not wanting leaderboard.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why leaderboards should not exist for basically default platformers.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I do find it hilarious that if they did that, well, it's good to know that it doesn't bloody work, because if you take a look at the leaderboards on PC, I'm pretty sure that on there it's like
That they can actually unpatch the game and actually have the original game.
Great job, Spyro.
All right, so I've an additional question for you, and this doesn't just apply to this game, but pretty much every remaster in general. Do you think that remasters should, in one way or the other, contain the original game?
Honestly, it depends. It honestly depends. Like, I'm already planning on doing the Medieval remake and 2. I feel that basically it's fine to have added the original game onto the remake. But I'm also someone who feels they really should have added Medieval 2 onto that disc.
Yeah.
Nice work,
Yeah, but
Spyro.
that is one thing I do appreciate from the Medieval remake, that they include the original game on there. At the same time, Medieval remake, PS4, Medieval original game, PS1. So there's not a lot of like Sony's not making a stink about it because they own both platforms it released on. I feel like if Activision were to include a PS1 ROM of the Spyro games with like the Switch version, then they might sing a different tune.
Yeah. But honestly, I'm as to answer your question for like this and Crash. I kind of wish that they allowed you to use at least like the original voice cast for Spyro, considering there's not really much changed in terms of dialogue. So, yeah.
I mean, I don't really know too much about how voice casts work if they can like lose the license for voices.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've ever heard of a case where they complain about the where the voice actors complain about being included in the remake without being included in the creation of it.
Yeah.
Say hello to your new king.
Professor, shut it down! Hurry!
Oh my, I can't see the switch. I think I broke
think?
my glasses.
I mean, it's like you can easily tell he broke his glasses. It's not that noticeable in the original, because they don't change the model for his glasses.
Right.
Now! Go! Crush! Get the orbs now!
Yeah, this is Winter Tundra.
You despicable little creature!
This is the final world of the game, and you can very easily tell. Yes, this is kind of winter.
Hunter, why didn't you chase him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But I pushed out.
that's pretty visible because of the snow.
Not liking dragons?
At the same time, if it was like a winter themed
Yes.
based on nowadays, it wouldn't have snow because obviously there's global warming. Just kidding, everybody knows that global warming is a hoax.
Boo.
Don't blame me, blame Fox.
God damn it, Edgy. Yeah, welcome to Crush, the first boss of the game. There it is. Damn. Crush
Yeah, for
is
some
fairly
reason-
simple.
For some reason, at loading screen, it just looks really low effort.
Yeah, it's basically just the same one as what it was originally, just with the higher res Crush model. Because that's what they did with the boss loading screens in the original game too.
Well, yeah, but the original game that had the excuse of being on the PS1.
Yeah. After 2 hits, the plates will change, going from shockwaves to fireballs. And yes, there are skill points for perfecting the bosses.
I don't think I ever used the like sidestep in any of the games when I played.
I had to. The only reason why I did this is basically just to give it some use. Some use.
Yeah.
Really don't. Yeah. And after the third hit, he actually starts chasing you. Basically, just charge away once he stops, because he'll hit the ground then. And after hit four, they now basically go alternate. So you have to deal with basically 3 of each one for the last hit. You also notice that he does basically now stomps instead of jumps, which actually is a really nice touch.
Yeah.
And yes, the fireballs do track your location. So if you're jumping when you sense it out, it is flying. It will be moving up. And with that said and done, that is the first boss.
Bye, Crush.
Notice how easy that was, by the way.
May have been able to defeat that
Is there going to be a second match against Crush?
No,
Bring it on,
no, no. Crush and Gulp are only have one rounds.
Come here now.
Only have one round.
Alright.
Destroy him and make sure it's painful. What? Go! Get me out of here!
For some reason, they
Wow,
get
how mindful of the game to not give us a second boss fight.
What a wuss.
How generous.
Don't ask me how the guidebook does that. Don't ask me how the guidebook does that. It just does that. Magic.
Yeah, well, I'm not really gonna question the logic of a video game about a purple dragon, and I'm not really the kind of person to question the logic behind that.
True. That is very, very true. There we go. Yeah, okay, yeah. I couldn't remember if I had the cutscene for Autumn Plains here or not.
All his meddling has cost me a fortune. If it wasn't for Spyro, I'd be bankrupt. If Ripto were here, I'd give him a piece of my mind. In fact,
I want to know is how the hell did Ripto get up there?
I was a champion bantamweight
Magic.
boxer at university, and I still know a few moves. Take that and that. No. Why you?
Moneybags is dead. Yeah, now we start Autumn Plains. Next time.